with Dutch and Kay, and we are just about to get into The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
Yes!
Also, we're going to check out The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. And we're going to check out Zelda
Nintendo
Notes.
Notes.
So we're going to
Zelda Notes.
We're going to be doing a lot.
Got a lot to cover.
But we're going to start out with some footage of Breath of the Wild. So we will get right into that. We're going to have some side-by-side footage of the original Breath of the Wild on right, and then the new Nintendo Switch 2 edition here on the left.
Bro, like
and right away you can already tell
you can tell
much clearer the resolution is.
It's
in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
And the colors are just fuller too.
You can see all the little lines in the design there.
It looks so good. And we're starting out at the very beginning of the game.
The Switch looks washed out compared to the Switch 2.
We'll obviously recognize this scene.
Iconic.
It is.
And I think that's probably the HDR.
We're coming up
maybe
to the edge here. We're going
I'm not sure, but
look out over the horizon.
It's
colors are way better.
Moment in
So
Breath of the Wild. And already you can see the textures and how much crisper
the detail,
and cleaner
like the trees in the horizon, you can see
Bro.
like there's more detail.
Yeah, you
and even in the
see so
forest close
far.
up.
Breath of the
I mean,
Wild
even
is
looking at the
so
decoration
good.
on the cliff where Link is standing. It's
And the lighting as well.
breathtaking. Of the wild.
Good one.
Like to me, Breath of the Wild's like it's like a 10 out of 10.
Here you can see even
Tears
the
of the
little,
Kingdom's
each
like a
individual
9 out of 10.
raindrop.
It's still
Yeah, the
amazing, but
texture
it's
on
like
puddle
rain.
here. It's really
Bro.
Crisp. Link's adorable.
Look at
rosy
that.
cheeks.
Even the frame rate.
'Cause it's
Look at the
chilly
way the
up
rain
there.
is dropping in the puddles.
And in a moment, we're going to go ahead
It's just-
and
it's just-
into the Korok Forest.
And this is something, this is something that people really appreciate, especially if you're coming back to the game for a second time. The load times are quite a bit faster on the
Look at
Nintendo
that.
Switch
Yeah,
2
look
edition.
Like look at the
Here's a
browns.
quick
The browns are just fuller. There's more
side by side in real
contrast
time.
on the Switch 2. This is actually really impressive. I mean, in my opinion, it's very impressive.
It's a race.
It's not
Who will
much.
win?
It's not close.
Dude, Switch 2 is
No
like bam,
competition.
almost
Which Link will
instant.
win?
Yeah. So more time slaying monsters and less time watching the loading screen, which is great.
It's just great.
I love the music
Yeah.
here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is a substantial difference.
It really
We are
is.
And we've worked
100%
here
replaying this
into
game
the woods, and this is
on the Switch 2.
a section of the game
I don't
that
even
has
care.
a lot going on. Like
Just
lots
for
of
the
things to animate,
nostalgic
lots of Koroks
purposes.
popping in and out, the mist and the flies dancing in the sunbeams and everything. And the Nintendo Switch 2 handles it amazingly. It's super smooth.
Korok Forest was always
Yeah,
a
again, look at
laggy
the
mess on
difference in
Switch
the
1.
lighting, The textures.
The improved
grass.
frame rate is extremely.
Look at that on
Nope,
Switch
you're
2.
not gonna grab it? Okay.
Nintendo knew. They're like,
Maybe
listen,
later.
we got to show the Korok
Go for a walk
Forest.
in the woods.
Okay, just splashing around.
Like, this is the one area we have to show off.
It's just, it looks so
Oh my
smooth.
gosh, bro.
Yeah, and I.
And the
I will
colors
say
are
the
just so
first
much
time
more
I played Breath of
vivid.
the Wild, one of the first things I did actually was to run up to the top of a
I
nearby
miss-
mountain
I
and
miss-
just watch the sunset. And I cannot wait to do that in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, just to see how pretty it is and how colorful.
Yes.
It's so nice.
Isn't like the light and like the details on the individual blades of grass there as he
See
goes
little
through?
moats in the air.
Oh yeah,
See
you're right. I
those?
see those.
I don't
yeah.
know why, man. This game gets me emotional.
Really,
like,
really
just
cool. I never
there's so
noticed
much
that before.
memories
Well,
in
the
that
other
time
thing that we
area.
haven't seen in this side-by-side comparison, but even
Switch
opening the
was
menus
coming
and
out,
switching
we-
between the different tabs of the menus is a
we were
lot
streaming so
smoother
much.
and quicker in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition when you compare it to the old version. So
Yeah, and we'll have a chance to check that out in just a little bit when we get.
It looks
into
so
Tears of the
good.
Kingdom.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'll be
different
honest, I don't
stages.
care as
Quick
much for Tears of the
panorama.
Kingdom
Yeah.
as I do Breath of the Wild.
You know, he's hanging out in the forest because that's why wouldn't you? Like,
Why
would you
wouldn't
want to
you?
just be hanging out in a peaceful forest where everything is lovely and there's little Koroks?
Dude, I'm
Listening to
dying to
that
replay
music.
this.
Gorgeous.
I've actually been wanting to replay it for a
Alright,
little
so we're
bit,
gonna
and
switch
I
now
keep putting it
into,
off. and
Tears of the Kingdom, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. I'm standing here.
He's
on
got a
Great
banana.
Sky Island. And
He's
you
got
can
the
just
banana from earlier.
See the beautiful Temple of Time in the distance. But we're not going to stay here. I'm gonna
This
go
does
ahead.
look amazing.
Yeah, we're not here for long. I'm going to go
places
ahead
to
and
go.
put on my glide suit because we're going to go skydiving
Looking
here.
super,
Like, this does look
super
really
sharp
good.
there. We got it.
I love Tears of the Kingdom. Don't get me wrong. I do
yeah.
love Tears of the Kingdom.
You'll see it.
Tears of the
Here we
Kingdom is a
go.
really
so
good
I'm actually
game.
going to jump and
But
go
they didn't
directly
capture
into
the
that
same kind of
chasm
magic
down
Breath of
there.
the Wild did, man. Breath of the Wild, like it was
From the
a long
sky
fall.
It was
into
like-
the depths in one go.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to do
like
a
the
really
stars
quick
aligned for
rundown
Breath of the
on
Wild, man. I don't know
just
what
we're
it,
going to be
what it
touching on in
is.
Zelda notes. So we're going to be speaking to the voice memories, the navigation, my play data,
Is the
global
voice
play data,
memories
daily
only in
bonus,
Tears of the Kingdom,
Photo
though?
Studio,
Or is it in
item
Breath of the Wild
sharing, and
also?
Autobuild sharing. So almost
A
everything.
lot. There's a lot to
You know,
cover.
Yeah, we've got a lot of ground to,
I really-
to cover.
And
I
if
hope
you missed
it's
that in
for
the
Breath of
direct,
the Wild also.
Zelda Notes is a service that's part of the Nintendo Switch app, and it's designed to be used with both both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom,
Okay.
the Nintendo Switch
Both of
2
them.
edition.
Yep.
But how is it
Right.
going to
I'm
work?
just gonna speed
with
up
Breath of the
down
Wild?
this chasm here.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
And look at that. We are
Wow.
already
The glide
here.
suit helps a lot for that landing.
It's
And the
beautiful.
transition was super fast.
Oh,
So
sick.
fast, so smooth. It just feels really good. Everything feels like the controls are reacting quicker. It's very intuitive.
All right,
All right.
so let's hop into Zelda Notes. Let's take a look at some of these features. We're going to start with navigation here. So if we look at the app screen, this is the home screen. Again, this is within the Nintendo Switch app. So we see navigation at the top in the middle there.
Okay.
So I'm going to tap that and open it up. We're down in the depths, so I'm going to hop down there. So this is basically like your own personal Hyrule GPS.
Can you imagine having that at
We got our
launch?
categories of different points of interest here. You see, you
There's
got
so many.
there's a ton.
I
We
wish
got
I wish it
locations
had
here,
I
we
wish
got
this had this built
shrines,
in though.
Towers,
I'll be honest, I wish it had it
villages,
built in.
buildings, all kinds of stuff. What we're interested in right now is enemies. So we decided we were going to go on a frox hunting expedition here.
Oh,
So we've got
yeah.
froxes selected here.
Man.
And what that's going to do is it's going to highlight the location of every single
Various
frox
froxes.
on
Yeah,
the
look
map.
at that.
And we can see there's
Quite a
one
few.
There's one
not
pretty
too
close to
far
us.
from here, right there. So I'm going to
Yes.
highlight this one.
Also see how Link's location is updating in real time.
Breath of the
Yeah,
Wild
that's
is just
right.
so
On the
good.
map. Every couple
I know
seconds
this
we
is
gotta
Tears of the
do,
Kingdom,
like
but
an update.
I'm
I'm
stuck
gonna
in the Breath of the
activate
Wild
voice
mindset.
guidance. So that is going to guide us
Guidance
to that
activate.
frox in
Proceed
real time.
southwest.
All right, so you're going to head southwest.
Southwest. Okay. This is southwest. This
This is so sick,
right.
dude.
And the navigation is a great feature if you're if you're like me. Confession time. I have not finished my own personal playthrough
Proceed
of Tears of the
southwest.
Kingdom because I've been having trouble
Proceed
deciding
south.
like how close to 100% I want to get. And now that this service is available, I am going to make full use of it and jump in there and do all the stuff that I've been like waiting to do. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll go for 100% Koroks. I don't know.
Yeah. Once
See,
it's
I
available, for
did
sure.
I 100% of Breath of the
Alright, how are we
Wild.
doing?
I
Okay, you
did
got-
not
Yeah, getting
100%
close.
Tears of the
Getting close.
Kingdom.
Yep.
Be around
So the
here
two things I think I'm gonna
somewhere.
do with the
I've
Switch
not
2
spotted
versions
him
is
yet.
100%
Hope
Tears
he
of the
doesn't
Kingdom
Jump out and surprise me. Yeah.
and replay
Oh,
Breath of the
I think I
Wild. I
got
think those
it.
are the two
Since
things.
there
And
it
we're gonna
is.
stream
Okay.
it here on the
I'm
channel.
gonna
Lord
go
willing, I'll
hide
go
behind
plan, of
this
course.
pillar.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
wait,
close out.
but first.
Oh, I'm gonna close out the navigation.
And
so
I
we
think
got-
Breath of the
you're
Wild
good, right?
replaying is
Yes.
gonna be
Yeah.
so nostalgic,
Guidance
man.
deactivated.
All right.
Yes, because we
Time to
need to
get
get
geared up.
we need to get geared up for
Yeah.
this fight.
Yeah.
I don't have really
We're-
any
Listen.
weapons that are good for crushing rocks. Like with the frox, you really want to be able to get those ore deposits like right away. So so we're going to show off item sharing.
Yeah.
Dutch has really prepared
Item sharing's
some
cool.
weapons and some other materials for me.
Good stuff in there.
Yeah.
So item sharing is basically a way to store and exchange items outside of the game. So this is all within Zelda Notes. So Kay and I are friends here. You can see Kay. I'm on Kay's phone here on the screen up at the top. This is Kay's item box right here. She's got a few things in there. And then we're going to go over to my item box. So this, Kay and I are friends on here. We've shared our item boxes with each other.
Mhm.
So we each have access, like free access to each other's item boxes.
Okay.
So
Which
we-
I could rescind if I
You
don't like
could,
what he made for
But
me.
please don't.
Well,
I like,
don't.
I like being able to raid your items.
You're still on my good list.
So we've got a bunch of stuff in here. What do you think? Let's see. So we've got. I'm going to select a bunch of stuff.
Those key eyeballs are
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we
key
can get some of
eyeballs, the
those.
bombs.
Get some bombs. Maybe.
'Cause I think I've only got
those.
I've only got 3 eyeballs.
I also have a milk mop. Can I interest you in a milk mop?
No,
It's-
I told you I want something
it
to crush
sounds-
those. I mean,
It
you-
sounds like
sure.
a mop that cleans up milk, but it's actually a mop that has milk attached to it. I don't
Oh
know.
my goodness.
What the heck?
I mean, you
I'm
can
gonna give
send
it to you.
I'm not
If
going to
it's
use
strong,
it
You
on
can use
this.
it if
like
you
if
want
it's
to. I won't
actually
pressure you,
strong.
but all right. But for the frogs, how about this one here? It's got 32 damage. It's got a talus.
That one.
That
on
sounds
it.
pretty
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do the
Let's-
trick.
let's go with
Okay.
that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit receive down here. So that this is sending it from my item box to Kay's item box.
Thank you.
So these items are now in Kay's item box.
I love these
So we're gonna
games.
select these.
And then we get Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment later
gonna
this
send
year
you them
too.
Just see what you think.
Okay.
I mean, it's not your classic
take it.
Zelda game,
And then I'm gonna
but
hit send to game. So that will send
I'm so
them
excited
from
about it.
Kay's item box in Zelda Notes to the game.
So the way you access that from the game is you have these 2 new icons added to your key items menu. We'll get to the other one in a second, but here's the item sharing icon. And you can just click on this and click withdraw, and anything that's been sent from the service, from the Zelda Notes, just appears here in your pouch. And so now I have, this is the one you sent? Where did it go?
Let's see. Where did that one go? Oh, you know what? Let's see. Let me just double check here.
wait, why did it pop up in Japanese?
send it to the
but then
game?
everything else is
I
in
think I
English.
did, yeah. It should be there.
I just realized that.
Okay, maybe I'll cancel send to game. And then I'll select them again. Maybe it's the milk mop that screwed things up.
That's the culprit.
Let's see. Cancel. Okay, so we canceled that. Let's send. I'm just going to send you. Let's see. Select these.
There we go.
Send to game. Okay.
All right. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and click. Oh, the message is saying my pouch is full, so I can't receive
Oh,
anything.
okay.
Okay. Well, you know,
Oh, you need room
Drop
for
some-
items. Yeah, get rid of some
Oh,
of
is that what it's
stuff.
saying?
maybe I'll just drop some
How does she
stuff.
know that? It's in Japanese, man.
There we go.
Well,
Does every
you
Nintendo
know,
employee speak Japanese?
Probably the-
Maybe I'll
Yeah, you
send
need
some
space for
stuff.
2 weapons, I think. So as
Right.
long as you have space for 2 weapons, maybe it'll be okay.
Oh, yeah,
maybe
that was what it
someone
was
said
because
it.
you were trying to send me 2 weapons.
It was
okay,
the mop. My bad.
let's do this again.
Well, now we know why.
There we go.
There you
We're
go.
all complete.
Just needed some room.
I just needed to make some room. So you threw things off with that mop. The mop was the problem. Because now I've
It's
got
still there for you to use it if you want it.
Dutch is like, don't worry.
It's the mop. Okay,
worth
so
it.
now I have that. If I wanted to send some items to you or to my own item box for depositing, then you just click deposit here. And now you can see you can send bows, shields, weapons, and materials. So to thank you
Man.
for the mop,
the wonderful, wonderful mom.
I'm gonna send you. Let's see, what can I
It's
send
a
you?
really
to
cool,
thank you
like-
for that mop. I'm gonna send you.
It's-
a
these are
coffee.
some really, really
I'm gonna
cool
send you
features,
some
you know?
Dazzle fruit.
Oh, thank you.
I'll send you.
Yeah, you're sending some good
Can I
stuff.
get a crab? Can I have a
I
crab?
Yeah,
was
you
like,
can- I
I
was
know. I
gonna
was
say,
like,
yeah,
I was
maybe a
like, send me
crab.
something
Alright.
like a fish or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
rotten fish.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe
some
something like this Gibdo
suspicious
guts.
food.
You can have that. So I'm going to press the plus button here and deposit that back into my item box. And if Dutch refreshes the page, you can see they've shown up
So we got
right
those.
there.
And then what I can do here is I can send these guts
He's guts.
straight to me.
Send them guts.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
take it.
give it
It's my
straight to
gift
me.
to you.
Said no
Send-
one ever.
Yeah, yeah. brand new sentence.
Now,
All right.
before we go and take on this Frogs, I do want to do the daily bonus, so I can
Yes.
have
yeah,
a little
okay.
bit of a
right.
little bit of a leg up.
So we see
Yeah.
the daily bonus. That's the one right in the middle of the app screen here. So we'll go to the daily bonus. And this is a little
this is
roulette here
great.
that we can spin. So I'm going to tap that to start. And we're going to get a random effect. A lot of them are the same kind of effects that you would get from eating a meal in the game.
Come on, come on.
So I'm going to stop it. What do you want me to get for you?
Well, I would really love something with gloom resistance.
Gloom resistance.
that-
All right,
if
here we go. Big money,
handy.
big money, big
Yeah,
money.
if you
right?
can get it. If you can get it.
Warning meal.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Getting
Gloom
a warning
resistance.
meal.
We got it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, gloom
Nice.
resistance.
All
Okay.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
just want to point
What
out
are
that
the
that was
odds of
completely
that?
Random.
What are you talking about?
We sent good vibes to it. So okay. So now that that's activated, I can go into the game
That's funny.
here and
So you get, then you get
use it
24
this
hours
way.
to apply the
Thank
effect.
you. That's exactly
that
what I
works out.
wanted.
That was skill. You
Turned
I
out.
asked you what you wanted and I
That
gave it.
that
Yeah.
turned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip. I've got this thing
That-
equipped. I want to equip my rocket shield,
so
and we're
cool,
gonna
dude.
go do glorious battle.
Nice.
Oh,
And the one thing I
man,
wanna
this
say
is
about the daily
like-
bonus is that
I'm-
it
I'm-
does,
I'm
it
just- I'm
resets
hyped,
from
man.
the time that you use it 24 hours. So from whatever time you use it, 24 hours later, you can use it again.
Oh no, he's seen me already.
Yeah, he did.
There you go.
Got yeah.
Yep.
Now
Okay.
you've
All
done it.
right.
Sights on you. Nice shot.
Okay.
He's got really long
With those
distance
keysight
vision,
balls.
doesn't he? He saw me from a long way away.
Another thing I want to say while Kay is getting in here is that regarding item box, you can send 10 items a day into basically and treat it as external storage. So
Yeah.
if you want to use
That
it
worked
that
out
way,
really
you
well.
have the ability to do so.
And you can even transfer items between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You can send them between games to yourself.
Yeah,
So
which
if you
is
got like a huge
amazing.
stash of diamonds or whatever in one game, then you can
Man,
Cook
that-
yourself up in the other
yeah.
game. Yeah.
It's not always one
That
to
was
one because the items
smooth.
aren't exactly the same. But you might
That
get,
was
like, a rough-
smooth gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely.
so
Wow, you're making
oh, wow,
quick
yeah.
work of that,
Yeah,
Prox, with
this
this
Sword
epic.
is really good.
You sure you don't want to use that mop though? It's
You
there
know,
for
the
you.
last hit,
It's
yeah.
there.
We'll have a place for it later. All right. I'm gonna walk away from the explosion all
There you
cool,
go.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, here I am.
That's a strut.
Nice.
I should have equipped the mop
Excellent.
for that.
There you
Okay,
go.
well, you know what? I'll equip it now.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
My beautiful-
that is beautiful.
You can break the milk and mop it up in one smooth motion.
Beautiful thing. You
I don't
made,
know
Dutch.
why
So
you
random,
would-
dude.
Well, I can find a use for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we have completed our task of defeating a Frox, I actually know that there is a point down here where I can ascend to the surface. We're
Light
going to go
route.
back up to the surface. But to get there, I would really like a vehicle.
Yeah,
So
okay.
this is a good time to show off the Autobuild sharing feature of the app.
Yes. So let's go to the home
I
screen.
wonder why
of the
they're
app
showing
again.
us
We've
all
got
in Tears of the
Autobuild
Kingdom,
sharing
though.
in the lower right-hand corner.
Like, what features
And this is
does
basically
Breath
a
of
way
the Wild have with
for
Zelda
you
Notes? Is
to
what I want to know.
save and share.
Because Breath of the Wild's my favorite out of the two.
In the game, and then other people can then
You know?
assemble those automatically in their game. So let's
Yeah.
take a look.
Right.
We've got
So the
Sorry.
the development team actually built something for this for us, and they shared the QR code with us. And so I've already got it loaded into my
your Autobuild
sharing menu. Thank you. So go ahead and send that to me now.
Yeah, so it's this starred one in the bottom right. And we can see it comes up with an image of the schematic and a QR code. So that QR code is what we're going to share. So I'm going to send this. Oh, we already received it here. But I'm
Yes,
going to
I've
send it
already-
to the
yep.
game.
Send to game. Nice. So easy.
All right.
Yeah.
And now to access that from within the game,
That's very-
you just
very
open Auto Build here.
Smooth
And there's a message
easy.
now in the corner that says you can share Auto Build schematics using Zelda Notes. I'm going to click plus to receive. And there it is.
Boom.
There it is.
I love how quick and easy that was.
It was
Yeah.
very quick and easy.
Awesome.
Way quicker and easier than trying to copy somebody else's build by like watching a video of it and doing it
right.
piece by piece.
Recreating
Which
it.
I have attempted to do with this build specifically, and it
Yeah.
was a challenge. Look at this beautiful, beautiful creation. So you can also send
So cool.
schematics that you've built direct from the game to your app. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with this
Mhm.
really speedy car that I built.
So if you want to share it with somebody else, that's how you do it. You take it
so
from
I
the
just
game,
sent that to the app, and now it should show up there. Easy
refresh
peasy.
it here.
There,
So there it is in the upper right-hand corner of the
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and
So
get on
smooth.
this and jump over.
Fly to your destination.
Here we go.
And we're
And we just appreciate
off.
this
There we go. And
beautiful
we're off.
fire-breathing
I love
dragon.
how it kind of like bucks. It's like
Yeah.
Bro, what the
It's like a
heck?
wild
This
animal.
thing is definitely a
That's
gas guzzler,
impressive.
So I'm going to just grab one of these.
Yeah.
real
That's
quick.
impressive,
There
man.
we go.
There we go.
Nice.
All right.
And while Kay is flying, Dutch, you wanted to maybe get into the, just briefly touch on the My Play data.
Yeah.
the global data.
So on the home screen here in the upper right, we see My Play data. And if we open that up, this is basically a way of tracking all the stuff that you do in the game. So here you can get some medals for different, like achievements or things that you've done in the game, collecting materials and
I
so
like how we
on.
just casually try
In
to
the
drop
stats
the word
section, you can
achievements.
see all kinds of interesting stats about your own playthrough. You can see
Yeah,
how many
enemies
I
materials
said the
you've
same
collected,
thing, man.
enemies
It's
defeated.
basically trophies,
You can
achievements.
see the number of deaths.
Wait, don't show them that.
Oh, all right, yeah. Kay has never died in this game.
No, never, not once.
And then if we go back to the home screen, on the left side in the middle, we have global play data. And this is a way of comparing your own play data for your playthrough to other people all across the world. So
That's a really cool feature.
you can see,
But again,
for
I wish these
example,
things were baked into
distance
the game, you know?
traveled, like how your own distance travel stacks up to other people. And obviously this is,
It's still
pre-production,
better
it's
than
not
nothing, but-
connected to real data at this
Right.
point, but
Exactly.
once it's up and running,
Then you can do that. Yeah.
here we can see the enemies defeated. This is a fun one, I think.
That's
you can
so
see
cool.
the enemies that you've defeated, and then you can compare those to other
the
people
Global, yeah.
across the world.
Super cool.
So yeah, that's a little.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'm
let's just take a
excited to
quick look
see
at this
what
one.
people
You can also
do.
see it by area, so you can see stats by like area on the map, which is fascinating.
It is
That's
fascinating.
cool.
Okay.
And now, and here we are.
And here we
Perfect.
Here we
are. Having done glorious battle with my milk mop. I didn't even need my rocket shield that time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just ascend here all the way to the surface. And I want you to pay special attention how smooth and quick this transition is.
We're locked in.
Because we're going all the way
We're
from the
paying
depths.
We're going all the
up
way
to the
from the depths
surface.
up to the surface. Exactly.
Swimming.
Boom.
Here we are.
We're here already. That was so fast.
So fast.
view.
Yeah,
Just
beautiful.
having
I know.
Link check things out before he decides to commit. All right.
Looks safe.
It looks safe. I think that we've got a friend over
Yes,
here.
we do.
Hey.
Hello.
So I'm just gonna climb up here and I'm gonna take a quick selfie because who doesn't want to take a quick selfie with a Gleeok
And a milk mop.
and a milk mop? Here we go. This is a great opportunity to show
The
the
photo
photo
mode.
studio
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
so
of
let's
Zelda
go.
Notes. So let me first open
Yeah.
my album here. And you can see the selfie I just took. Look at him with
Beautiful.
his little
So
rosy cheeks.
cute.
He's so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and use selection mode to send this to Zelda Notes. And then it should pop up in Photo Studio within the Zelda Notes.
Yeah, so let's take a look back at the app. We see the photo studio in the lower left. So we tap on that, and we can see our picture right here.
There it is.
There it
And from
is.
here, we can edit it. We can change like the shape of the picture, the borders, maybe
Crop
crop
it
it to, should we do one to one here?
Why not?
Little square.
Beautiful.
We can also add some little
Logos.
logos. Let's do a Zelda in the lower left.
Mhm.
Maybe an icon. Let's do one of these up here. And then we can also add QR codes either for your item box or to a particular schematic. So we can put
Okay.
the schematic right here for the monstrosity that you were piloting in the depths.
It was not a monstrosity. It's a
Beautiful.
beautiful, beautiful creature.
And then from there, yeah, we're complete. And then we can save it as a new image. So then now you have this image on your phone with, for example, your QR code that you built from your huge vehicles in the game or whatever.
That's cool.
And then you can share this with whoever you want. They
Yeah.
can build that same schematic or do whatever they want.
Immediately.
And
Yeah.
it was so easy.
me.
Like you don't
But
even
how-
have to take a screenshot.
how does Zelda
of
Notes work
the in-game
specifically
photo album picture that you took
in
You
Breath
can
of the
just send it
Wild?
directly. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
eliminating so many steps
They're
to
not
get
talking about that
from
part too
here
much.
to your phone to a shareable state.
Really
And we should
is.
also mention that it doesn't only work with the in-game camera. You can also use it to send, or you can put screenshots that you take with just the normal capture button from your album if they're taken in either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Those can go to the app as well.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, so
Now
we
it's
have one other thing that we want
Yes.
to show you, which we will navigate to.
Yes.
But before we do that, I need a flying vehicle. And I asked
Yes.
Dutch before this to create something that flies. And I didn't give him many boundaries.
No parameters.
Or
yeah,
parameters. I just
Yeah.
said, build me a flying machine.
And I thought
And,
long and hard about it.
So we have the QR code here from what Dutch made. And so we'll show you how to scan a QR code to import the schematic into your own Autobuild sharing bank.
Yeah, so here what I'm doing is I'm tapping that icon in the lower right, and then I'm going to say use camera. And I've got my schematic over here on my phone. So I'm just going to scan that QR code if I can get it to focus here. It's a little blurry.
Get it a little bit more.
Maybe, ooh,
Get the angle.
there. That. Oh, wait, I think. There we go. That'll be better with that,
a little
without
bit
that
more
thing.
in the, get more of it in the image there.
There it is.
There
okay.
we go. Yeah.
All right. So now you just have to accept that into the bank and
there we
then
go.
send it to the game, and I'll be able to create it here.
So I'm going to pull it up
Beautiful.
here and do send to
Beautiful.
game. So I was thinking about
Also,
like
what
a,
is that?
Yes.
Well,
I
got
mean,
a
you know what
face.
that is. You know.
I was thinking
do
about
know
a
what it is.
flying
You're ready.
machine, and I was
I've
like,
seen it.
what
I've seen it.
what flies? Poultry flies, right? Like
You've seen it, and yet each time it's no
It's
less
a shock
shocking.
every
yeah,
time.
it's no less shocking.
I
like,
couldn't
look at
attach
that.
I couldn't attach a live bird to it, so I had to settle for bird meat.
That's like kind of messed up.
Kind of terrifying.
I
Like,
mean,
why would. Okay.
I have mixed feelings on this, but
If it flies, I mean,
The eyes-
It's-
the eyes are
I've
great.
Understood the
Yeah,
assignment.
I
Okay.
did design it for vertical takeoff. So, oh yeah. it's
Okay,
gonna-
while I get this in the right position.
the navigation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
set navigation up for the little surprise that we are gonna.
Yeah.
We're
we-
going to be getting into voice memories, and Dutch is just going to navigate.
Yeah, but
us.
again,
We're gonna
does
take it
Breath of
way
the Wild
back
have
all the
voice
way
memories
to the
to
Temple
me
of
as well?
Time on the Great Plateau.
All right.
And we got a surprise waiting for us there. So
There
I
we
activate
go.
this, and then
Guidance
Kendra, you can
activated.
Yeah,
Let's go.
talk about what
Vertical
we're going to find.
Yeah.
Your
So,
destination
oh my
is still
goodness.
some distance
So as
northwest
you
of
saw
here.
the question marks, this allows you also when you are able to turn it into basically a spoiler-free
Northwest.
mode so that you can see, oh, there are things for me to go check out, but I don't know what they are. So that's what we've got it set to.
Your
But right
destination
now
is
we
still some
are
distance west
so
of
voice
here.
memories
Your destination
is a
is still
super
some-
exciting feature here and it will be in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Basically for this one we're going to check out a Zelda voice memory, and it
Please
is her just speaking to the
Proceed
areas that
west.
she's visited and the experiences that she's had in these different places, and they are going to be different between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, so it's super exciting.
So we do have
there
some
are
in
quite a
both.
few of them as well, I will say.
So that's extra
So we're just
story.
on our way to
Touch, I
Please
feel like I'm
proceed.
leaning.
one.
Yeah,
You are.
I should have warned you about that. It pulls a little bit to the left.
But you're maneuvering it very well.
It's a
That's
all things
extra
considered.
It's
story.
a lot harder than it looks. This
I'll
thing
send
is
you
very
the final version later.
very volatile. All right. It's okay. It got
I
us
know.
to where we need to
It doesn't,
go.
Destination
it
is
doesn't,
southwest
it doesn't
of
fly
here and
super well, but it
close.
looks great. But I don't know I can say that.
It
I don't
handles
know.
like a
it
dream, a
looks
very,
Your destination is
it's
south of
intense.
here and close.
hallucination
that one.
kind of dream.
Okay.
all
Now they're not going to
right.
bother me.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Jumping into the temple with the milk mop.
All right. South of here and close.
Your destination is south of here and close.
I love the music so much.
Here we go.
Your destination.
There are several ancient texts and works of literature that speak of the Temple of Time by name, but all of them describe a structure that differs in design from the one we see today. Hyrule's history is long, and this discrepancy is one of the unsolved mysteries of our land.
So cool. That's cool. Is that it?
Okay, so that
All
was
right.
Awesome.
the
Yeah.
Zelda voice memory.
That was it.
Oh, I love
right.
it. It's just gives so much to like look forward to and discover. And if you look at the map
More story
now,
tidbits,
Yeah.
man.
you can just see how
You
many.
said there were a lot of
these
them, and we
there
can zoom
are to
out on
find.
the map and
Oh
see
my gosh.
they're all over.
Look at that.
Quite a few.
Quite a few to find. So it makes it even extra worth it going back to replay these games. And like you said, there are some in Breath of the Wild as well to discover. So you can go back to your old game and go find these all with
Absolutely.
the navigation.
Yeah, and as well you should, because they are amazing.
Yes.
All right.
That's
well, I
amazing.
think that's about it.
I can't wait to
for
replay these
this
games.
Particular segment.
And
we'll
Switch
be moving
2.
on to Nintendo Switch 2 game
Wow.
chat and Nintendo
That was-
GameCube, Nintendo
that was great.
Classics.